Yes, we are back again. This is Sports Arena J channel. As you know, um, the way we do it every time when the game is about to start, we bring you the pre-match analysis of the game. Then after the game, we bring you the post-match analysis. So, what are we here to do this time round? As you know already, we are here to bring you the post-match analysis on Chelsea versus Fulham, the game that was played yesterday, which we all know Chelsea lost that game by 1-2. So Chelsea had the ball, Fulham had the plan, and by full time, it was Fulham walking away with the results. This wasn't a smash and grab. This was a tactical win. Yes, it was a tactical win. And I will explain everything. I will break it down here for you to understand it properly. Yeah. So if you have not subscribed, please try to subscribe. It will not take anything away from you. Please subscribe to help this channel and be part of the family. And when you are done subscribing, turn on the notification bell and also choose all. Choose all so that anytime we upload a new update, you will be updated on time. Like and also share the videos. Yeah, so without wasting my time, let's quickly dive into today's analysis, post-match analysis. Yeah, so the game plan was from the opening minute, Fulham made one thing clear. They made one thing clear. Chelsea could have the ball, but not the space. Okay? Fulham made it clear to Chelsea that, look, you can have the ball, but for the space, we are going to occupy it. And Fulham sat in a compact mid-block, cut off central lanes, and forced Chelsea wide. Okay? So Chelsea's possession locked. Chelsea's possessions looked dominant. If you look at the game, I don't know if you watched the game, you could see that Chelsea was in too much possession of the ball, and it looked like Chelsea was going to win the game. Okay, until the red card came in and it changed everything. Already, Fulham had a plan. And the plan played out perfectly for them. So Chelsea's possession looked dominant, but it was, it was so sterile. Fulham controlled the zones that mattered. That's what you have to know. They controlled the zones that mattered in the game. So let's look at the midfield battle. That is where the game, yesterday's game was decided. Now, the game was won in the midfield. It was a midfield battle. Fulham's pivot stayed disciplined, physical, and positionally aware. Chelsea's midfield, by contrast, struggled to impose itself. Whenever Chelsea tried to play through the middle, Fulham collapsed quickly, forcing rushed passes and turnovers. Now, let's look at the transition and goals. Fulham were patient but ruthless when Chelsea lost the ball. One vertical pass, runners into the channels, and Chelsea were immediately defending while retreating. This is where the match titled, Chelsea rest defense simply wasn't good enough. Now, why Chelsea struggled? Chelsea overplayed. Too many touches, not enough movement, and when the moment came to be direct, they hesitated. Instead of, destabilizing Fulham's block, Chelsea allowed it to reset over and over again. See, Fulham won because they knew who they were. Chelsea lost because they are still figuring that out. You understand? It was like Chelsea didn't know what they were doing. They didn't know what they were doing. Now, let's look at individual player performance here. Fulham midfield anchor, very excellent positioning, screened Chelsea's number 10 zones when 1 second balls consistently. Now, Fulham impact set Fulham's defensive rhythm. You understand? Let's look at the center backs. They were very aggressive, stepping out, comfortable defending wide spaces, dominated aerial duels. Now, they impacted the game, neutralized Chelsea's crossing game. Jimenez, very intelligent hold-up play, linked counters, occupied both center backs, and gave Fulham an outlet under pressure. You understand? Now, let's look at Chelsea. Chelsea central midfield were very, very slow ball circulation, rarely broke lines, poor defensive recovery. Now, they were not even able to control without authority. You understand? They were even controlling the ball without authority. They were controlling the ball without authority. So the central midfield, collapsed totally. It collapsed. Now let's look at the fullbacks. They were too high and also too early. They were too exposed on turnovers, late recovery runs, structural risk. You understand? That was the issue with the fullbacks. Now let's move on to the attackers. They were so isolated, wide, little movement between center backs, poor decision making in box, no penetration. So if you are playing a game and you are having all these kind of issues, how are you going to win the game? You cannot win a game. Even first division side, you cannot win against them. You can't. Now, going forward, what must Chelsea do to face these problems? 1, Chelsea must stop attacking with too many players ahead of the ball. If they really want to fix this, they should keep a consistent 3-player defensive base. One midfielder must always stay connected. You understand? Secondly, Chelsea need fewer touches, faster actions. They have to be earlier forward passes and also more third man runs, less recycling for recycling's sake. So these things, Chelsea must do these things. If they are able to do these things, they can fix these problems. Now, the third thing they must do is that Chelsea, we all know Chelsea lack a true tempo controller. They lack that kind of player in their setup. If Chelsea want to fix this kind of problem, they have to get one player dictates rhythm. They have to get a player who can dictate the rhythm of the game. A player who destroys transitions of the opponents, and also a player who will be in position to clear row separations. You understand? Also, game management is a factor. When things don't work, Chelsea panic a lot. And this is what they must do. They have to slow the game, draw fouls, change rhythm instead of forcing play. You understand? When things are not working, this is what they have to do. They have to do these things. Now, until Chelsea fix their structure, teams like Fulham and teams like Fulham will continue to outthink them, even without outplaying them. And it's a fact. It's a fact. So if Chelsea wants to, fix this kind of issues and back to their winning ways, they have to take these things into consideration. So we will end today's analysis here, and we will be back once again with more updates. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and also choose all, so that anytime we come here with an update, you will be updated on time without missing anything. Also, share, like our videos to be part of the family as well, and help this channel to grow. As usual, this is Sports Arena channel. We'll be back once again. Bye-bye.